Hey guys, so tomorrow morning we're going to take you through one of your optional workouts, and when you do optional things, that's when you get great results because you're going above and beyond. So you have the option to come in tomorrow, and what's in store for you is what I'm about to show you. You guys ready to go? Let's do it. Okay, first station, what you're going to do, you're going to come over to these Stroops bands. You're not going to grab it by the handle. You're going to grab it right here, okay? On the orange part, you're going to back up. You're going to get some good tension on this. And then you're going to get a wave going. So you're going to sit into a squat, and you're going to rock through this and drive it. If you're hitting the ceiling with this, we don't want that. So basically, you just got to be sure you're backed up enough that you get lots of tension. You're going to be really working through the shoulders. Okay, next thing we'll do, we'll come over. We have another kind of Stroops bands here. You're going to grab onto one handle in each hand. We'll back you up a little bit. You're going to get really tall with this. We don't want you hunched over because we're going to do a straight arm pull down. So you get tall and tight, pull your midsection in. Drive your arms down to your side, over and over to work your lats and your tricep in the back. Okay, next thing you do, you come to the station with all the green balls. Now what you're gonna do is get your forearms onto the ball. You're gonna go up into a plank. Now we don't want you laying on the ball like this. You're not gonna get any work done. So you're gonna take and push the ball away from you. You're gonna get your tailbone tucked in tight, being sure that you're not caving your lower back, so you pull your pelvic in tight. Make sure your legs are locked out. And if you want to make it tougher, you do a little bit of a stir the pot. Okay, next thing you do, we have 4 pairs of omnibells laying out. So you either go for lighter or heavier. And what we're going to go into is a squat to bicep curl. So you're going to get the omnibell between your feet. Get your feet nice and wide. Remember in our squats, we sit our tailbone back so we can work our glutes. You grab with the straight arm. You're going to come up and curl to the chest, back down. Curl to the chest, back down. And you just keep going and going with that. Okay, what we're gonna do now is something a little more complicated. It's a little tricky. We are actually gonna go from cone to cone and stay in that realm so we don't run into other people's stations, okay? You take and put your toes onto the center of these Frisbees, okay? So just plastic discs that we have. You're gonna get down into this. You're basically gonna go into a straight arm plank, and then you can do a straight arm plank walk back. You're gonna take this all the way with a tight stomach and being under control so that your hips aren't bobbing from side to side. It's a great way to challenge your shoulder stability and the tightness of your midsection. Okay, when we get over to this station by the wall with the plyo boxes and the balls, what we're gonna do is get these balls right up to your shins. You wanna get it tucked into your shin, and then you're gonna work to see if you can roll onto this and balance, okay? Now we can have you closer to the plyo boxes here so that you can actually get in here a little tighter and closer and get right to the edge like this. And you wanna lock it with your feet, okay? So if I'm out here and I'm trying to balance on just my kneecaps, I'm gonna roll right off. So what you wanna do is roll forward, grab with your toes, and if you've got that mastered and you can hold it, then you're gonna see if you can pick up a ball and bounce it to the wall, okay? And bounce it to the wall over and over while you maintain your stability on the ball, okay? This is one we got to be careful on because we don't want you guys hurt tomorrow. Okay? So typically these kind of balls are used for ball slams. You take them high and slam them to the floor, but we got a lot of squat work going, and so we're just going to do a little different today. You're going to pick up a slam ball, and we're going to go into a 1-foot balance. You're going to work to do a slow press straight up. So just notice it's not over my head and behind me. We're not going there. You're going to keep your palms facing each other, work that balance, and press it straight up to the sky, and then cool to drop. Okay, so here's our next station. We have the TRX straps in this shortened position. What you do is you give it a nice little tug. So once you get that tug, one handle will be lower than the other one. You grab the long handle, this one right here, we'll walk it down. We go up into our pelvic lift. You're gonna go for a rotation reach up to the top and release down steady. Over and over, you're reaching as high as you can go, taking this shoulder up to the carabiner. And that's how we'll hit that one. Okay, this exercise is tricky. You gotta really watch what I'm doing. So it's a wall walk. You're gonna actually walk your feet right up the wall. You gotta be sure you're breathing through this, otherwise you'll over-pressurize and get lightheaded and crazy stuff will happen, right? So we want you to feel good on this. So when you get here, get your feet to the wall, knees and feet are wide, hands are planted flat. What you wanna do is tuck your chin. You're gonna take your tailbone up high, keep looking under. You wanna watch your feet. Walk up the wall, tuck your chin, keep your breathing going, bring it down steady, and the whole time you're keeping your shoulders as tight and as still as possible. In our final station, we're gonna use TerraCores. They're great for working balance and stability. So what we're gonna do is carefully, we'll get you guys to step onto these, okay? Now once you've stepped on, you wanna have your feet angled downwards a little bit. Notice how I'm trying to get my heel a little bit more forward instead of off the back end. And then what we're gonna work on today is just going down into touch and reach to the top. And then you start building up a little more momentum, challenge your speed. If you know you're coming off of this thing, don't try to catch it, just step off and then recollect yourself so we don't catch your ankle on an edge here, okay? And that's how we'll hit that.